It's important to note also that this is the first in the F Sport performance line, so it's not an ISF, and it was never meant to be. This really sits above F Sport, but below being a pure F car. We'll get into some of that information a little bit later. But one of the neat things about F Sport, I think, is a renewed passion for attention to detail and finding opportunities to really holistically look at the vehicle and find opportunities to make everything a little bit better. There's a couple of things that I think we can point out, but I think most importantly is weight savings. We're joined tonight by a very special guest, Mr. Cooper Erickson. Cooper, where are you? Saw you earlier. There he is, Group Vice President for Product Planning and Strategy. And among Cooper's many responsibilities is making sure that this IS 500 Launch Edition is maximized every way possible. And the fun things, check this out. Lug bolts instead of lug nuts. Seems like kind of a minor thing, but all you Lexus enthusiasts can appreciate that a lug bolt only has ever been seen on the Lexus product with the LFA. It saves about 1.5 pounds, Cooper, on each wheel. The BBS wheels add another 4 pounds of weight savings, so all told about 20 pounds of unsprung weight are realized just through the lug bolt usage and the lightened wheels. That makes a big difference when you're out on the racetrack. So I just love little nuggets like that. It just shows you how relentless the team is at pursuing optimization with the car. So another thing I think is really cool is that the original ISF, there's several out here in the parking lot. How many of you guys have ISFs out there right now? A lot of hands up. Great car. Big smiles, I can tell. This is actually the lightest V8 that Lexus has ever produced. And it's not a full-blown F car, but the power-to-weight ratio of the IS 500 is actually a little bit better than the ISF. So ISF is pushing about 9 pounds with every 1 horsepower. The 500, 8 pounds for every 1 horsepower. So some nice gains there. But we have another special guest tonight. I've got a few questions for him. And it's not very often that we get the big grand poobah at Lexus to come out, especially, you know, a place like Sebring, busy time of year in the car business. But we're really lucky tonight to have the Group Vice President and General Manager of the Lexus division. And please help me in giving him a warm welcome, Mr. Andrew Gilliam.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go, bud.
The last thing you want to do is give me a mic, so thanks, Townsend.
Welcome to Sebring.
Thanks. First time here.
It's a cultural experience.
It reminds me of Indy. I was telling Townsend, who's very familiar with Indy, this place reminds me of Indy. The folks that are here, so I can't wait to get in a golf cart later tonight and go explore. So.
Well, let me just share with you. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, but I want you guys to realize that when I think of suits at car companies, I'm always a little unsure on what we're going to get. Andrew just joined about, what, 6-8 months ago?
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
And I met him in Plano, Texas at corporate headquarters. We went on a drive together with a few other Lexus friends. About 3 minutes after talking to him like we are right now, we're in the seat, we're both in RCFs, and we come to a stoplight. Andrew's in front of me, I'm behind him. And I thought to myself, it's going to be really telling what happens in the next 60 seconds here. Light goes green. He'd already figured out I got the TC all the way off. Brake stand fully sideways. Smoke pouring off the back. And I let out a collective, I think, exhale for all Lexus enthusiasts like, thank God, we got a car guy here. You like to haul ass just like I do.
Yeah, I actually love everything about fast cars. I love tuning cars. I enjoy going out on the weekends. That's what I do. That's my hobby on the weekends, is go jump in a Supra or an RCF and go tear up 455, which is a road up north of Dallas that we love.
So you're a super busy guy, we know that, but you roll in here to Sebring just about an hour ago. I saw you pull up in that president level LS.
Borrowed.
But I mean, look at this. Look at this display, look at the fans, look at the Lexus enthusiasts, but then look at this car. You must be incredibly proud of the team. How did this all come about?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of work. So, you know, whether it's the actual facility we're sitting in, this is brand new. Some of you that have been with us at other events will know that this is new. And one of the things I really wanted to do, Townsend, was create an environment where enthusiasts can come and it's commensurate with the Lexus brand. And I think we've done that. This is just a cherry on the top. When we started talking about launching the vehicle, we were stuck on coming to Sebring. We wanted to connect it to our racing program. So that's sort of the genesis of what you're standing in. And I think we're going to talk a little bit more about the car and where it came from and how we ended up with this vehicle.
Well, I think it's interesting again to remind people this is not a full-blown F vehicle. Even though the power weight better than the original ISF, this is in the F Sport Performance line. Now, I say line, this is the first in the F Sport Performance. Does that mean that we can see other vehicles in the F Sport Performance line?
There will definitely be more vehicles. There's a lot more coming where this came from. We're not going to be able to go into it, but
come on!
The guy over here with the glasses and the mask, if you want to see more of this, go bug the shit out of him, and he'll make it happen. And in fact, that's how this car came to be. So, Cooper, you just made fun of me earlier, like, oh, I'm going to keep drinking because you got to go up and get on stage. But I'm going to call you up here because I want these folks to hear the story about our president over in Japan is a gentleman named Mr. Sato. And he is solely responsible, along with Cooper, for having this car. So, Cooper, can you come up here and give us about 5 minutes of how this car happened?
Come on, Cooper.
Shouldn't have told me you're going to keep getting into Coors Lights.
Is it okay to tell the real story?
Yes, please. I think these folks deserve it. Tell them the whole story.
Well, thank you, I guess. So, look, the history of the IS is an interesting one. Everybody knows sedan sales are challenging, they're going down, but we still wanted to do a new IS because it's a great car, it's the youngest vehicle in the Lexus brand, one of the youngest vehicles in the entire luxury industry, and it's really important to us. So, we landed on a platform that's basically a combination of the GS and the RC, so a different platform than the older IS. And that allowed us to have the overall width of the vehicle grow by about 1.4 inches, which was fantastic for styling. But my gearhead brain is saying, wait a minute, if it's part GS and part RC, then why can't we drop a big ass V8 in it? Nobody's doing that, but we can. And the reason we can is because we do an amazing job with our hybrid products. So from a CAFE and greenhouse gas and emission standpoint, we can manage having a V8 in a car like this and nobody else can. So that was then a sales pitch to try to convince our partners at TMC in Japan to do it. And so Sato and I were walking around Pebble Beach, and I was convincing him to do an F. I said, we need an ISF. Let's put the V8 in it. Let's do an ISF. And he says, we have new plans for F. F will be higher. So only Akio can approve F. I said, well, we still want the V8 in this car. So what if we call it IS 500 F Sport? Who can approve that? Ah, Koopa-san. I can approve that. So that started a journey of every square inch of this car with the quad exhaust and the BBS wheels and the bulge in the hood to have kind of a old school muscle car imagery in the middle of it because the V8 would not fit under the hood. It started this entire journey with the color, the chief engineer. We saw BMW drive by that had a beautiful old school matte color. I'm like, we need a color like that. So they made one specifically for this car for the US. So that's the story. I won't go into more details. I think I had 5 minutes, but impromptu. Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome, Cooper. Round of applause, Cooper.
Thank you, Cooper.
Everybody. Hell of a job.